Hey, it's Willa from Kotaku. Ahead of Unicorn Overlord's release on March 8th, a demo for the game is now available. Developed by Vanillaware, who you may know from games like Dragon's Crown and the time travel adventure 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, Unicorn Overlord is the studio's take on tactical RPGs, and let me tell you, it is good. Taking place in the medieval world of Fevrith, the game tasks you with leading a rebellion against the evil Emperor Galerius. This mostly involves traveling from town to town and collecting companions to aid in your fight. The demo drops players into the opening and lets them roam free for 5 hours. In that time, you'll cross paths with a handful of the game's characters, all rendered in Vanillaware's signature style. But even with 5 hours, you may not get a solid read on everybody you meet, and if they're truly a good hang on and off the battlefield. That's why I've taken upon myself to rank the various companions you'll encounter in the Unicorn Overlord demo using a very scientific rubric of my own design. We'll be scoring Unicorn Overlord's characters in 2 categories, combat usefulness and vibes, and putting them in tiers. We begin at the bottom tier with characters who received the lowest marks across the board, starting with Scarlet. This isn't really her fault, as she gets kidnapped early in the demo, meaning you just don't get to spend any time with her, though getting kidnapped doesn't necessarily bode well for her battle readiness. Next up is Clive. While skills like Wild Rush are an advantage over infantry units and give him a high score in combat, Clive's vibes are just way off. Looking at him, I can't help but think he doesn't respect women. No thanks. The Winged Knight Oculus marks the top of the bottom tier. She's a bit short with you when first meeting, but she has her reasons. Humans have made a mess of the world. Her combat usefulness is also extremely high, as flying units are somewhat OP in the demo since they can travel over enemies and capture objectives quickly. But Oculus gets docked for not actually joining your party after finishing her quest. Don't tease me like that. Hodrick brings us to the middle tier of characters, as he is the definition of mid. He seems like he wouldn't bother you even if he isn't the best hang, but he serves a very utilitarian purpose. As a shield user who defends softer characters by blocking incoming attacks, you'll get a lot of use out of him, but not think about him much. In a similar vein, Rolf has some reliable utility as a hunter who can take down high evasion enemies, but he won't blow you away on his own. And while his pseudo Robin Hood vibe is nice, it isn't anything special. Moren is just a good guy and takes the highest spot in the middle tier due to being the savior of Barbatimo. Mechanically, he's also essential due to his ability to build bridges in the overworld. Berenice brings us to the top tier. She's a big buff lady with a sultry voice. No further explanation needed. Also, her powerful single target attacks are pretty useful. Making it to the top tier mostly due to good vibes, Chloe is just happy to be here, and it helps lighten the mood of the dour medieval story. As an added bonus, she's a polearm user who can easily take out rows of enemies. As a thief, Travis brings survivability to the table, dodging incoming attacks with ease, and who doesn't love a moody boy with a heart of gold? Jana feels like the most on-brand Vanillaware character in the game, and I mean that as a good thing. I love her mysterious witch vibes and her questionable costume. She also shows her value as a magic user in the tougher battles you face in the demo that are full of armored enemies. At the top of our list is Joseph, a cavalry member who actually respects women and whose high level in the demo packs a punch. Going into this, I wasn't expecting the old mentor figure to rank so high in either combat or vibes, but Joseph feels essential both narratively and mechanically. And that closes out our scientific tier list of Unicorn Overlord's companions. The full game releases on March 8th for Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series consoles, and PlayStation 4 and 5. Have you been trying out the demo? Who's become your go-to hang, and who's given you the ick? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to check out Kotaku.com for more gaming coverage.